Hello everyone, welcome back to Ghost Mysteries, episode 3. So, I know I haven't been able to make any videos yet, and it's been this long, but the thing is I've been trying really hard to think of something to talk about, because I don't want to make my videos boring for you guys. And I know you guys wanna know something really good and fascinating. So I've been looking at some topics and haunted houses to talk about because I can't go investigating. So I decided to talk about the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum, and there it is. I at least think I'm saying it right. And here's the information about the history of the asylum, and it says the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum was designed to house 250 patients when it opened in 1864. Well, I got this off the computer, so of course it's going to say, fast forward to the 1950s when the facility reached its peak and had more than 200,400 patients, living in overcrowded and humane conditions, with some even kept in cages. In 1994, the asylum closed, and today there are reports of paranormal activity with souls of patients lingering and roaming the halls. So here's the room of a hospital bed at the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum. Here's a better picture of it. And of course, I'm sitting in a chair because this is a good scene for the video. So, like I said, here is the picture, and it looks like there is like the blankets and all. I thought that was clothes on the bed. And of course, you know that some patients would try to escape from the windows by um like stretching the bars and all. And I don't exactly know where this asylum is. I think West Virginia. I think that's correct. But anyway, so this of course I think Pennhurst Asylum would be one of the top scariest asylums in the world. But the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum could be one of the top in the same row as the Pennhurst Asylum, which I think I think the asylum's in Washington or somewhere on the east, but I think that's where it is. But when it comes to the Pennhurst Asylum, there is a lot of paranormal activity. So I thought about it, and this asylum is pretty close to the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum, which I think the Pennhurst Asylum was more. I think that asylum was built first before this one. I could be wrong, but of course, I was thinking that you guys already know about the Pennhurst Asylum. So, with this one, this one is an asylum too, but of course I don't think you guys really heard much about this one. But of course, if you guys want to, I'll do a YouTube video on the Pennhurst Asylum, like talk about it, because all I can do right now is just talk about the history of these places. So, like, of course, these are similar to what the beds look like at Pennhurst also, but of course, Pennhurst and TransAlleghany, um, are a bit different. And of course, you can see those like electric outlets at a lot of places. Those those are still around. Just like you can see these beds. These beds are still around, just like at the like Alcatraz prison. But let me tell you a little bit about asylums. Of course, asylums you like see some crazy, insane people, but think about how these patients are like when it comes to Pennhurst and this place, TransAlleghany. Um, like not a lot of the patients were like, well, let's put it this way. Not all of them were insane. Okay, so like um just because like you are like say going to the store to like get some food because you're homeless and like you don't really have like say much clothes to last you over for like a few months or so. Like this is an example. Like I'm thinking some of the patients were transferred to these asylums because like they were homeless and all, and people thought they were crazy. You like you guys know like how homeless people are and all. Well, some of the patients were in that situation, but just because they're like that doesn't necessarily mean they're crazy. Like you gotta at least feel bad for these patients. Like of course some of them were insane, but not all of them. So like just kind of uh, feel yourself in their situation. And of course like a lot of the doctors weren't very really nice. Sorry, I'm trying to say it correctly. But these asylums are probably a museum today. I'm not really sure. I know Alcatraz got turned into a museum, but with these asylums, Pennhurst and TransAlleghany Lunatic Asylum, like these asylums are still around. You can go visit them. Get permission before you start filming though. But these asylums uh, were used to house like 2,400 patients, and before then they were probably 250, unless that's today. But let me just tell you what you can find at these asylums. So, like, of course, people use these asylums for haunted houses today, but like, of course, I wouldn't try to really spend the night in one of the cells, the rooms, because of course, when it comes to Pennhurst, you can find like you can imagine a nurse or doctor running up to you like their spirit, and like you can feel like a sharp stabbing like the feel of a needle, and like I heard that before. You can actually experience that probably at this asylum too, but of course I'm not really that familiar with TransAlleghany, but like I'm kind of familiar with Pennhurst. So in this video I'm gonna like just talk about the difference between what you can see at Pennhurst and what you can see at TransAlleghany. Like of course I got some of the information here about it, but like So they're both like big buildings, and you can still see some shadows and some apparitions. And of course, at Pennhurst, the halls start to get creepy. Like at that place, Pennhurst, I heard that the most haunted floor is the third floor, and I don't really know about TransAlleghany. Like, of course, it could be the same, but they both housed like almost 3,000 patients. But of course, it says 2,400, so that's pretty close. So, I just decided that you guys would want to hear a ghost story about this place. So I will tell you a ghost story. So like, so of course there's a nurse at Pennhurst that goes walking around, and I think, as I heard, with a needle. And of course I talked about this already, but like, it's true. Uh, there will be a dark shadow that people would see, like just sweep across the room. Like you would see it in a doorway. And like, I think when you're kind of in one of the hallways going to the third floor, and people have felt a sharp needle stab in their chest, and people have actually experienced that. Um, People, like I said, have seen some apparitions, figures, dark shadows head up to the third floor. Of course, at night, if you were to go investigate, if you have permission, people, go with permission. You do not want to get in trouble by like trying to film there without permission, because of course it's public. Um, but yeah, like, be very careful when you go up to the third floor, because you never know what you're going to expect seeing. So, and also on one of the top floors, you'll find toys, because I actually seen videos, and that's how I got my information about Pennhurst. And of course, um, I really do think that TransAlleghany Lunatic Asylum is probably the same way, but of course, I just wanted to talk about the information on here, so that's the information on here, but of course I'll talk about Pennhurst. So, like I said, I'm talking about the differences between them. You'll probably find the same stuff from Pennhurst at TransAlleghany also, but with Pennhurst, like I was saying, like, on one of the top floors you'll find toys, and a kid, I think it's a boy, there's a couple kids that will play with dolls, like, they're creepy, and he'll, like, play with, I think, a truck airplane, same thing. Make sure when you guys are investigating, take a spirit box, but don't do it too often, because as I heard, you can, like, summons a spirit, on like any kind of evil spirit. And give a big shout out to Oh My Gosh TV. That's where I got a lot of my information about Pennhurst Asylum. And I promise I'll check more about TransAlleghany Lunatic Asylum on YouTube. But like I said, you guys will hear a lot of footsteps, and of course, when it comes to Alcatraz and Asylums, you'll hear some door slamming and all, and also I will investigate these asylums more in the future, but of course I'll do some trivia and try to get you guys to like answer some questions and all. But of course, here is the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum, and of course, Pennhurst is kind of the same way. Just think about this. You guys can imagine someone sleeping there, and also at the same time get some like you can see some patients all like trying to escape from those windows, and of course when it comes to the floor right here, they can dig a hole and try to like escape that way. But of course they can also jump out through these windows right here. But anyway, hope you liked this video, and that's about the only information I can really get. And also at Pennhurst, watch out for if you hear or like see any weird figure like demons, and try to run away if you guys see like some like a nurse and all. Try to really respect the patients that died there. But anyway, this is the only information I really got, and hope you guys liked this video. Again, this is Ghost Mysteries episode 3. The story of the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum and the Pennhurst Asylum. But anyway, I'm signing off right now, and thank you guys very much. See you guys on the ghost trail. Bye-bye.